And welcome back. We're gonna find out what's in that box.
As soon as I get over there.
It's a pink gem.
More loot.
Oh.
I don't know, a lot of my collection of games thins out the farther time goes. I'm gonna have to say that I have a lot of I still have a lot of fond memories of my old stuff versus some of my new stuff. Like, I know that me and my sister, we really enjoy busting out some Kirby Superstar from the Super Nintendo a lot, so that was one of our favorite games playing growing up, so... Oh, this is that rainbow bridge.
Yep.
So,
as you stand on it, it sinks. As you jump off of it, it rises up.
I see.
I'll have to use it for the rest of this place. Also, it completely protects you from any harm that an enemy would throw at you. And if you hit an enemy with it, it can even kill them.
Spiffy.
I'd have to say that older games too are generally one of my favorites. I recently did a playthrough of Fire Red, and that was one of the funnest references back to my childhood that I've visited.
Oh, I see. It's the crystal. Oh, I get you there. Back in ye ancient times, when there was only 150 Pokemon, I think my first copy was yellow, and then I branched out to red and blue because I found them both for like super cheap.
Probably because yellow had already been out.
Yeah.
But hey, get it when you can.
Yeah, totally. But, no, for me, I'm gonna have to say that Silver and Gold were definitely where my Pokemon... Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna call it a career. My Pokemon career really just took off because that, to me, when I got Yellow, I felt like I was just playing Ash, and Ash was a derp. But once I got Silver and Gold, I felt like that was my time. That was, I wasn't, you know, some stupid character from the show, because Ash never got any smarter as the show progressed.
It's a shame.
Yeah, he's Far Cry from Red in the manga, but in any case, that aside, that is a completely different debate.
Right.
But once 250 Pokemon got involved, I just took off with it. I loved the new Pokemon. Typhlosion is still my favorite Pokemon to this day.
Tyranitar.
Oh, good old T-Tar.
No, Nick!
You want an unstoppable death machine that's not an Uber? Here's a T-Tar.
And then he had some of the coolest EV evolutions to date, Umbreon and Espeon.
Mm-hmm. Still a little bummed that they never really gave us a Steel-type one.
They might in the future.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
You never know with Eevee.
Well, since they introduced Fairy types recently, I suppose anything could be possible.
Oh hey, we have an empty chalice.
You have two, actually.
That'll be useful.
That's the invulnerable one, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. It's a start. Content.
I think there's some watch. Awesome. I love all the Pokemon from Silver and Gold, but I being of a young age when it came out, I never got to complete it when it was the big thing.
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school, I think, when it came out, so...
Right.
And back then, I did manage to actually complete the gold-silver Pokédex. I did get my diploma from the professor, too, because Chitin actually, at the time, had a Game Boy printer, so I actually had the opportunity to print it out, but the ink faded away like a week later.
Oh.
Oh man, those Game Boy printers were such garbage, but they were so funny. Just the fact that you actually could like use a Game Boy camera and build yourself whatever you were looking for and print out little stickers and stuff. Yeah, he's getting a bit expensive.
Yep. Luckily, I think there's one more?
Yeah, I'm not going for any of that stuff.
Yeah, I think we have one more item in a dungeon before we see the end of that guy.
And I really hope that end is me just getting tired of his crap and shoving a shovel down his throat.
Nope. If you want to go for it, there's a fishing spot.
I'll go for it now.
I really got into Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald as my big Pokemon games, but I also have a lot of fond memories of the people I met during that time as well.
Uh-huh.
And that was the time in Rapid when the Pokemon League finally got back up and running by someone who was actually competent. And wasn't trying to... If you let it rise to the top, you can actually hit them with that. Yep. But there was... The previous owner was trying to screw over pretty much everyone. You have to jump on these guys to get across.
Yeah, I see that. Oops. Oh, they don't take damage from above. Okay.
Nope. Only from their throats.
Oh, wait. Nope, no wall chicken.
But yeah, there's an achievement if you can get all three of these guys with one axe. Almost.
Let's try that again.
Wait, why didn't... I guess you'll have to die in order to respawn the last guy in.
No big deal. What?
No, okay. I was confused of how to continue forward in this. That's all. But you saw what I didn't, so it's fine. Alright.
Oh, let's see. What game am I crazy nostalgic for? Well, Metroid is usually one that I just go giddy for.
I never got to play any of the original Metroid games. We didn't own any of them.
I've got 2 for the Game Boy, but it's pretty buggy. I really played that game hard.
Yeah,
So-
probably have to get a new one in order to get the full...
Actually, experience is the word I believe
Yeah,
you're
there we
looking
go.
for. But
Without glitching.
actually, yeah, if you wanted to play the original, I think back on my GameCube, I have save data where I have the original Metroid unlocked on Metroid Prime.
Well, you just need a fusion for that.
Yeah, my cousin had Fusion at the time, and between me and him, we managed to get it unlocked. So,
If you go to the left, I think there's a secret.
oh,
Up
so you
there.
can.
Ooh, this is a phase lock room. Or a platform room. whichever way you want to go about doing it.
So yeah, one thing I've determined here is that just like every other game that involves ice physics, if you come down on an ice platform from a jump, you don't slide.
So that's why you jump to move instead of walking.
Yep. Call that Project Zero's platformer tip of the day. Or, you know, only tip ever. We'll see if I remember it later.
That propeller knife was really useful.
It can be. I think it needs... I think I need to use it a little more before I can call it super useful.
You'll need to keep this guy alive until you can get up there to that note.
That doesn't seem to be a problem. He's doing a very good job of just staying alive himself.
Alright. There you go.
Getting a little hairy there.
You're getting a little touchy-feely. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that was expected.
Well, luckily, now you have full magic. You could just phase walk across there. Oh, and you can try that axe.
Oh, I guess I could.
Time it for when they're coming down.
Damn. No, it's all about positioning there. Pretty sure I can get it if I die again.
But, yeah, I grew up with Metroid Prime instead of the original Metroids. Mostly because the GameCube was, like, really popular back when I was growing up. The 64 had just exited the field and everyone just bought the GameCube.
Back in, let's see, when I first started gaming, the original Game Boy was what was out, and I also remember getting a Game Gear a couple of Christmases in at that point, but I did not actually get my Super Nintendo until a good portion into the N64's lifespan. And I never did get an N64, but that just comes with growing up poor, I suppose, so.
Neither did I, come to think of it.
Of course, if I had the choice, I would have gotten a Dreamcast anyway.
Sega fan?
A bit. It's not just that I was a Sega fan, it's just that, the Dreamcast had a ton of things that I really enjoyed, so.
I hear the green ones work here, but the phase lock might be useful because he's gonna layer the entire floor with spikes. Anyway, this'll be our final duel.
Should we not lay down our shovels and part as equals?
The Order has no equals. Surely you can recognize power. Join us.
You've forgotten our oath. What happened to the proud warrior I knew?
No more words. The bitter cold will claim you. Yeah. He really likes these things.
Okay. Oh, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
I thought he
Not
killed
quite
me
dead
already.
yet. Not quite dead
But
yet.
still, I think it's pretty cool that he uses a huge snow shovel.
Yeah. It's awesome. He can block your attacks from above, too. He'll hold the shovel above himself to block it. He's a little bit wise to your ways.
Oh. as stated in the story there.
Yep.
Let's see. I do remember that my very first Super Nintendo game I ever got, though, was Yoshi's Island. And that game was a ton of fun.
Nah, go ahead.
You
we
gonna
have
keep
to
going?
go until, you either die or beat him. One of the two. But, so Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
Pretty
that you
weird.
put up with...
What?
Do you have any Ichor? I don't want to use it. Okay, kick his ass. Yeah! With 1 hit point remaining.
This is the part where the Ichor runs out during the invincible frame and I die from the spike anyway.
Yep.
Well, I cheesed him, but it's over.
Alright. So, we'll finish the story and everything else on the next episode.
Really?
Next
that far
up is-
done, huh?
Yep. I think next episode is Tinker Night.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, see you then.